Hey everybody! In the last video, people were asking not just what kind of car I'm driving, but what kind of car goes up in value, or can you sell for the same amount that you got it for? This video is going to change your life as much as the last one, if not more. This is going to really blow your mind because you can do what I'm doing. One of my other houses on the east side, it's in a typical American neighborhood. And the guy next to me, he has two Cadillacs. The guy on this side has a BMW. He likes BMWs. He's got two of those. The one next to him, he's got a giant, actually 6 people on that block have giant American beefed up pickup trucks with the big tires, jacked up lift kit, manly man, you know. And then the guy next to him, he's got a Corvette and a Camaro. He's a Chevy man. All right, all these cars go down in value. The minute you drive it off the lot, it goes down in value. All those cars are costing those people around $50,000. Now you're going to say, well, yeah, but that typical, it's about $25,000 for a car like that. You know what some of those big pickup trucks cost that are all tricked out? A Corvette, they go up to like $80,000. The really high-powered Camaros and Mustangs and stuff, they're like $50,000 to $60,000 to $70,000. Cadillacs, you know, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. But let's take a typical American car, you know, just a good one. $25,000. Most people, almost everybody, finances their car. They're making payments. You all know, I hope you know, that when you make payments on a car, when you finance a car, that by the time you're done paying for that $25,000 car, when that loan is paid off, you've paid $50,000. And after about 5 or 6 years, that car is worth about $9,000 or $10,000. So you paid $50,000 for a car that is now worth only $9,000 or $10,000. That's the typical situation that most people go through. All right, so $50,000 for a $25,000 car that's now worth $9,000. The point is, you paid $50,000. This is a $50,000 car that I bought many years ago. I paid for it cash. This is a 1989 Ferrari 328. I paid $50,000 cash for this. I do not finance vehicles because of that reason. Now, a lot of you people are going to see cars like this and go, oh, look at that show off. Look at that ego case. Boy, I wish I had money to buy that. That sure must be nice. Well, let me tell you, by the time I'm finished with this video, I'm going to show you how you can get this. And this isn't one of those get rich quick, you got to buy into my seminar or anything. I'm not selling anything. I'm telling you how to do this and how simple it is. This car is worth twice as much now than when I bought it. If you look at this, brand new, mint condition 328, $70,000 to $100,000. Now you're going to say, well, what about the repair costs and replacements? The only thing I replaced in this car was fan belts, anything that's rubber, the hoses, belts like a typical car, and the clutch. You know, I mean, what's a typical clutch cost in a car that has a clutch? You know, a couple $1,000s. That's what this costs. It's not that bad if you take care of it. And speaking of taking care of something, this is part of the answer to that question. What can you sell for the same amount that you got it for, or even more? Actually, anything. Anything that you take care of, that you baby, that you keep in mint condition, you can sell down the road 40 years later for the same amount of money or more than you bought it for. That's what collectors do. Matter of fact, the stuff that we consider throwaway stuff in the 70s and the 60s, like remember the Chevy Vega, the Chevy Chevette, what do you call it, the Pinto. Those cars are collector's items. Anybody that has a mint condition car or anything, you know, cereal, household items like breakfast cereal, anything that's still boxed in mint condition from the 60s and 70s or the 50s is now worth as much or more. And those were cheap throwaway things that everybody considered was nothing. Well, there's not many of those left. So what is left, people have fond memories of that era. They will pay a lot to relive those golden moments of their childhood. So basically anything that you take care of, that you baby, doesn't have to be a Ferrari, can be worth the same or more down the road. Take care of your life. Same with your body. And this is what's going to blow your mind, what I'm about to tell you. This is going to change your way of being healthy and how important it is and how it can change your life and how it can make you be able to live your dreams. Because people say, how can you and Kara, this is a common misconception. Kara and I, how can you afford those luxury vacations and the fancy cars and the house and everything? They all think it's because I'm selling products, my herbal products, that's how I'm affording this. It's a joke. Those things it costs me almost as much to make and sell those as I'm selling it for, because there's not a lot of profit in that. The real profit comes from my real estate, my stocks, bonds, investing, and things like that. And remember, I used to work in the film business. I used to be in galleries all over the world. I got a bunch of stuff that I have happening. The herbal stuff I'm helping people with, and I'm a smart businessman. I don't give it away, because if I did, I'd be losing millions of dollars a year. I need to at least sell it for what it costs me, and then make a tiny bit of profit to pay for the fulfillment center and things like that. So things are not always what they seem. But I don't want to lecture here. I want to take you to the next level. This is my next car here. This is $100,000. I bought it for $100,000. This is a Gallardo, a Lamborghini. Here in my garage, my Lamborghini, right? Remember that guy? Well, I actually paid for this thing. I didn't lend it. I didn't lease it. I paid for this cash, outright. Do not buy something that you cannot afford, that you have to finance. Everybody wants the sports car. They want the fancy thing, the muscle, the big truck and everything. And then they get into financial troubles, then they have relationship problems because of financial difficulties. If you don't have a lot of money, then just buy a tiny little box that just drives from A to B that only costs a few $1,000s. Make your money, invest in your life and make your money. Then buy stuff like this when you can. That's smart investing. So this car, I'm sure a lot of you are going to see this one and go, oh, well, that one I can handle, but this one, that's just too much. Marcus, you're like big time, this is show off, superficial. No, like I said, this is an investment. I bought it for $100,000. It's still worth $100,000. And I've been driving this for 5 years now. And even if it went down in value, this is how you guys can afford this. This is how I can afford it. This is how we can go on vacation and afford the things that we do. And this is going to blow your mind. Ready? Here's the part that's going to blow your mind. I have never in my life drank a drop of alcohol. I have never smoked a cigarette. I've never smoked anything. I haven't done drugs. So how much money have I saved? I'm 56 years old. Let's say I started drinking and smoking when I was 16 years old, because that's the average age when people start drinking and smoking. At least it was. Well, forget that for a second. Let's take normal people. People go out to restaurants, right? Everybody has a drink, a glass of wine, a beer when they go to a restaurant. I'm going to give you some numbers that's going to blow your mind, okay? Typical people, when they go out to a restaurant, I'm going to have really conservative numbers. I go out to eat almost every day. But let's say the typical people that don't have a lot of money, they only go out once a week, they only have one drink. I know most people are going to have 2 drinks or 3, but I'm going to say 1 drink. 2 people, 1 drink, $12 a drink at a restaurant. That's $24 for 1 time at a restaurant, once a week. That's $1,300 a year, over 40 years. That's $52,000. That's my Ferrari. From having 2 drinks at 2 people each having 1 drink at a restaurant, only once a week, after 40 years, is a Ferrari. Okay, alcohol. Let's take men because they drink more than women. Got to have their 6-packs. $10 a day for a 6-pack. 5 days a week, that's $50. $50 a week. That's not bad, right? That's $200 a month. Okay, we can handle that. $200, no big deal. That's $2,400 a year, having 1 6-pack a day for 5 days a week. $96,000 after 40 years. This is from 1 6-pack a day for 5 days a week. Okay, that's just typical poor person, normal guy, all-American, not making a lot of money, 1 6-pack, no big deal, right? I mean, it's funny how these beggars, these people that are on the side of the street begging for money can afford alcohol. Alcohol, oh my God, the money. It's just, okay, let's say, okay, guys go to bars. Happy hour, You know, guys go to bars every day because that's where they hang out. It's like cheers, right? $8 a drink minimum. 5 drinks. Let's say a typical guy's 5 drinks when they go out to a bar at $8 a piece. That's $50. 5 times a week. A lot of guys go out to bars 5 times a week. $250. That's $13,000 a year. After 40 years, $500,000. That's 5 of these. A guy that goes to a bar and drinks 5 drinks at $50 for 5 days a week could buy 5 of these. No, Marcus, this is not a show-off thing. This is not a look at me, I'm rich, I'm better than you. You can do this. Be healthy. All right, cigarettes. How many people smoke? Half the people out there smoke. $10 a pack. Average, 1 pack a day. That's $70 a week, $3,640 a year, times 40 years, $145,600. That's this car and this car for people who smoke 1 pack a day. A Lamborghini and a Ferrari for people that smoke 1 pack a day. I'm showing you what's possible. Re-examine your life. Okay? I am showing you what's possible. So next time you see this or that, don't think that person is, I hate that person. They think they're better than me. They're just smarter. They know how to control themselves. And that's what I've done for 56 years. I never drank a drop of alcohol. I've never touched a cigarette. I don't even touch coffee. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke pot. I don't do any of that. Think of the money. Okay, I'm trying to be healthy. And the side effect is I live longer. I look younger. I get to have sex until the day I die. My hormones are good. I still have my hair. I don't have a big gut. It's like I can think clear. I sleep better. Everything benefits from just being healthier and making the right choices. So next time you see stuff like this, don't get angry, don't get negative, don't get hateful and jealous, because you can be doing the same thing. And by the way, those negative emotions are ones that are keeping you back, because that's what I said in my other videos, is negativity is poison. You need to get excited about stuff like this. Okay? Maybe you don't like Lamborghinis and Ferraris. Maybe you like just going on vacation and lying on a beach in Tahiti or something like that. Then spend the money doing that. Invest in real estate. Live your dreams. It's possible. It's just how you spend your money. This stuff here, look at this stuff here. This is what typical America spends its money on. And typical America they all say, we have no money, we're broke. Oh, I hate those rich people. Oh my God. A 6-pack a day, you can buy yourself this. It's not that difficult. You just have to have a little bit of restraint, okay? And now people, once in a while, my God, yeah, you can have a drink or whatever, or go out to a restaurant or have some fun once in a while. Yeah, I'm not saying this is needs to be permanent 100%, but my God, the money you can save. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Run the numbers. Run the numbers of what I'm talking about. This is stuff that everybody does. This is what normal people do, and it's all about choices. And how do you stop yourself from doing that? I did the video on habits, on how habits can be controlled. The first time is difficult. The second time it's a little easier. After the 5th day, you get over it. After 21 days, you're pretty much easy, you can handle the habit. Habits are easily made, and they're broken just from repeating themselves over and over and over. All right, I hope this blew your mind, because it's all about using the resources you have. You have what you need. You have what you need to live your dreams. And I'm trying to show you it's possible. Anybody can do this. I'm not more special than anybody. Earlier on in my life, I just made a choice to not, whatever. Anyway, so I hope this inspired you. I got a lot more coming, a lot more examples that is going to really twist your way of looking at life, because that's all it is how you see things. And I've been saying this in videos for years now. And I hope a lot of it is finally going to sink in and people are going to go, I finally get it. I finally get it. Okay. Because everything was just blah, blah, blah. He's just rattling on about fluffy stuff. No. All right. I am rattling on now. So anyway, in the next video, I'm going to give you a lot more in this series of success. And I hope I'm showing you how a normal person can do this. You don't need to have rich friends. You don't need to have, connections and, screw people for money. This is little things that you choose, little choices you make throughout your life. All right. There's my rant for the day. I hope it helped. I hope it changed your life. All right. See you in the next video.
Let's go take a drive.